everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Smith's Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. Third overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind two running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Smith now to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man, just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A third-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Thomas has it. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 49 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan able to get him for a loss of about 3. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he's got some space here. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Breeze now. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He gets it to Thomas. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a play fake. Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On second down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now Breeze. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener.
Here's Smith now on second down. Buying time to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 41 yards. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Kamara, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Play action. Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Room here to run. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Breeze is looking to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On first down, Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...